Your tips for today from retrievealover.com. Because the more I please him, the more he'll want to please me. Men often complain that their wives seem uninterested in sex, or that they seem to be doing it out of obligation. But women know that is not usually the case. We do like sex, and we do want to please our men. It is just that women and men often have very different ideas about what constitutes great sex. Here are 7 things you can do to please your husband in bed. None of them take much work or preparation, and none of them require much from you. They are simple things, but they can make a world of difference. Number 1. Initiate sex. Yes, the first thing you can do to please your husband in bed begins before you even get to bed. Men often feel like they are the ones who always have to start it, and let us be honest, they are usually the ones who have to start it. When we're at home, we're often preoccupied with the kids, housekeeping, or dinner and don't think about romance. So to switch things up a bit, and to make your husband feel desirable, be the one to initiate sex now, and then. That doesn't mean wearing something skimpy, or behaving in an alluring manner, although that is a good start. Initiating sex means being the one to actually take his hand, nibble his ear, and rub his leg. Many surveys and studies have shown that men are excited when their partners initiate sex, instead of the men always being the ones to do it. Number 2. Dirty talk. We could bring in a team of psychologists and sociologists to explain why this is, but it would bore you. Just know this, men like dirty talk. Maybe it is from all those years of watching porn, where hot language grunted during sex is part of the action. Whatever the reason, men like it. It turns them on. You don't need to fake anything here. Don't say things that would suggest what he is doing is perfect if in fact what he is doing is all wrong. But when he is doing something right, let him know, verbally. It can start with "oh, yeah," and it can escalate to more salty language. Even if you never say those words outside the bedroom, you can say them here. In fact, it is a little sexier if a woman who never swears normally becomes a potty mouth in the sack. Number 3. Add a little variety. It is easy to fall into a rut. You do this for foreplay. You move on to that for stimulation. You do the deed, and that is it. It is marginally satisfying, but it is nothing special. Before long, it is hardly even satisfying anymore. It is not hard to bring variety into your sex life. It can be as simple as doing it someplace other than the bedroom, or in the bedroom, but someplace other than the bed. Changing from your usual positions can work wonders, too. Whatever you reuse to is probably fine, but give something else a try. You might wind up preferring it the old way, but you never know. You might find something you like even better. Number 4. Give. Yes, we're specifically talking about oral sex here. Mountains of research shows 2 things: that men love receiving oral sex, and that they almost all wish they got it more often. Why are we so reluctant to go down on our men? Women's magazines frequently poll their readers on issues like these and find that there are taboos associated with it. In the old days, girls were taught that good girls don't do that sort of thing. But you're a grown-up now. You're a woman, you're remarried, and good girls can't do whatever they want. Another factor for our reluctance is that it is an entirely selfless act. We get nothing out of it. It is entirely for the man. And for as much as men love getting blown, they are awfully slow to return the favor. But that's the point here. Your husband knows all this. He knows he should go down on you more often. When you do it for him without expecting anything in return, it shows him you love him. He may even find it touching in more ways. And one. Number 5. Be confident. Maybe you don't feel that confident in your lovemaking abilities. Maybe your husband is one of only a few sexual partners you've ever had. It doesn't matter. Confidence is incredibly appealing to men. Let him know that you know what you want, and you know how to get it, even if you don't. Look at the people you know in your everyday life who seem very confident and self-assured. Do you think they actually feel that way? Of course not. But they know that exuding confidence is the best way to gain actual confidence. It's all a matter of positive thinking. Tell yourself that you're confident. Behave as if you are, and before you know it, you will actually be confident. Number 6. Be naked. One of the reasons women don't feel confident in bed is that they don't feel secure with their own bodies. This is to be expected, especially after you've been married a few years and have children. But when Redbook magazine polled 5,000 married men, most said they still find their wives attractive, sometimes even more attractive than the day they met. Don't be so quick to get naked and jump under the covers. Don't be so quick to turn the lights off. Leave them on now, and then let your husband see and enjoy your naked body. Number 7. Don't criticize. This doesn't mean you should just let your husband continue to do something if it's uncomfortable, painful, or unpleasurable for you. It just means that if he needs correcting, do it lovingly. Now would be a good time not to use words. Gently move his hand from the offending spot, or subtly readjust your own position to make things better. Use positive reinforcement when things are going well, and when they aren't. Let him know as gently and compassionately as possible. Focus on the positive aspects of his lovemaking, and don't dwell on the negative. In summary, the surest way to let your husband know that you love him and find him sexually attractive is to put forth a little effort to really show that you want to please him. A man who feels like you're going the extra mile to satisfy his desires will be incredibly aroused and will probably go the extra mile to please you, too. If you enjoy the tips I have for you here, do get more videos, tutorials, and tips from my site at retrievealover.com. Read the raving reviews and stories from our readers and users too.